Is any of that going to be with Yabo? What's going on there, man?
Well,
Disclose what's happening here, my friend.
Now, don't you worry about what Yabo and I just talked about. I mean, Yabo and I just met earlier tonight. I'm enthralled by the guy's character. I'm enthralled by this. And I wanted to make sure that he understood, I've been kicked out of the circus a time or two myself. And I kind of think you and I, we might have a little bit of something.
More circuses
I've probably
than any other single entertainer in the history of entertaining. And listen to this familiar music. This is one of the rocks that the Proving Ground was built on. This is a PGP original making his way to the ring. It is Blake Steele, my friend.
Blake Steele has been a wonderful professional wrestler in the indie circuits around here for a long time. I've seen him all over the country, and I say this place, this guy here, these people better be happy they see him today, because it won't be long before you might not be able to see him here. You may have to fly to the other side of the world to see Blake Steele wrestle in that ring, because I see Mr. Steele going places in this business. And I'm talking about big places, baby.
He's been dedicated to this craft for a long time, and in the last 2 years in particular, he has made some amazing career strides.
Yeah, sure. When the fans can see him here locally, he should. I know he always try to come back here and entertain his home base fans, but they should enjoy it, because I'm thinking time's going to be coming soon where he's going to be unavailable to come back to these events, because he's going to be spending a lot of time internationally.
That would be a bittersweet moment. I dearly love having Blake Steele in the Proving Ground, but I would dearly love to not be able to have him here for reasons like that.
Well, right. When you see a guy advance his career like that and move to a big opportunity, to do a little traveling,
when he gets
get his
a
name
chance to swim in a bigger
show his
pond.
expertise in other areas of the world and help those other promotions. Well, that's only a good thing for you, because when they do come home, then they come home with you, and then they can help bring what they've learned,
And you know this, legendary music magic man. This is an all-time superstar and Hall of Famer.
The legendary Ricky Morton, one of the Rock and Roll Express, is right here today at Proving Ground Pro, and I'm so excited to see Mr. Morton right here. This is a guy who's been in the business long enough. He paved the road for guys like me to be in this business. These guys wrestled all over the country, as a matter of fact, all over the world. I just missed meeting Mr. Ricky Morton in Japan a long time ago by just a couple of days. He wrestled for FMW as well.
Well, he obviously made his bones as a tag team wrestler, as half of the world-famous Rock and Roll Express with his partner Robert Gibson. But don't sell his singles skills short, my friend. He had a tremendous singles run. In fact, let me tell you something, pal. I saw him main event at the Chase in St. Louis. No, I take that back. The Kiel Auditorium main evented against Ric Flair in a singles match.
I'll bet it was a great match, too, because I tell you what.
He came within a whisker of winning the NWA World title in St. Louis that night.
Ricky Morton has always been a great professional wrestler and thrills the fans wherever he goes. This guy has been doing this so long that if you were to walk into his bedroom while he's sleeping and thump on his pillow 3 times, he would kick off on a 3rd time, because this guy knows. He lives, breathes, and eats pro wrestling. This guy's been all over the world. Great legendary guy. The people are so thrilled to have him here tonight, too. They're all chanting rock and roll. And he's got a great opponent in place still on top. I tell you what, this is something else here. This is the
legendary Ricky Morton gracing the Proving Ground for the very first time. He's been everywhere, but he hadn't been to the Proving Ground until now. And here we go. Up-and-comer versus legend. Ricky Morton versus Blake Steele. Proving Ground Pro. Emergency response, and here we go.
I tell you right now, this is a great color contrast you can see on your screen right now with the dark black hair of Blake Steele
The platinum blonde.
The platinum blonde of this Ricky Morton. I love it. You know, he's always portrayed Mark Aaron, you know, it's done him well over the years, as is mine. I'm a long
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's right. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know, we've enjoyed many matches over the years, and this will be very interesting to see as to how Blake Steele
Yes, can the physically intimidating Steele overcome that, the veteran wiles? I don't know. Does he have the game to do that? He's got the power, he's got the strength and cardio, and man, Steele's got a mean streak in him too. He's a proving ground favorite, but don't underestimate, the guy's intense and got a mean streak.
Oh, that's for sure.
Nice collar and elbow, and Morton pushes Steele back into the turnbuckles. Brian Fox in there separating. Nice work from our official Brian Fox tonight. And here we are circling each other again. Blake Steele inviting Morton back. Morton, he's a vet. He knows he does got all night and a little longer if he wants it. There's no need to rush into this. Looks for the opening just right and back in, but look at that. Steele with the headlock. But pushed off by Morton into the rope, and a nice shoulder block from Steele.
Hey, I didn't tell you. This is, you know, he's talking to the front row crowd. He's telling them he didn't like that. I think he was pulling his hair a little bit.
Well, I don't know. Blake Steele's been on a bit of a losing streak here in the proving ground lately. He's had some tough outcomes, some things that didn't go his way lately. It's had him in a pretty sour mood. His intensity seems to be up. His anger level seems to be a little up. Not as jovial as he has been in the past. A lot more serious, but who could blame him in a situation like that? And there would be nothing he'd like more than a big win here tonight against the Legend.
That's true, because, now see, like if he's had a bit of a losing streak, and he was able to, overcome it tonight, everybody break that streak like that.
And another nice
this. He's giving him a chance. I don't know that if he ought to be doing that. I mean,
Morton doesn't seem to have an answer for the power of Steele at this point. Blake is a serious workout regiment guy. He has a ton of power and an incredibly dangerous palm strike. He can absolutely put your lights out with it at any time. But Morton finds the opening he needed and sends Steele reeling.
You don't want to trade fisticuffs with Ricky Morton now. You don't want to do that. Now, this little Southern boy will clock you right in the jaw.
He's got fast hands.
Oh, believe it, he does. I know a few stories from down in there, and the old Smoky Mountain days and all of this and that, down in there.
Well, look at this. Ricky Morton opening up some offense. Moving back in on Steele. He's got that arm compromised. Is he going to stick to it? I would imagine so.
The veteran knows to go stick with that. And now that you got something hurting, keep sticking with it.
And look at him grinding away on the fingers as well as the arm.
Hey.
Really compromising that left arm from finger to elbow to shoulder. Really starting to work it over.
Hey, there's a little bit of... the referee ain't liking that, and I noticed that he misdirected the referee for a second to get that one thing in. I didn't know Ricky would resort to that right away.
And a nice move from Morton, showing some speed.
He's asking him, and Blake Steele is hollering, no, he's not going to give up. I don't think you're going to give him to get up really easily at all.
Plenty of speed and agility from the veterans. Ricky Morton still. It's good to see. He's really kept himself in good ring shape. Oh, but a powerful head scissors here.
Wow, he's got to reverse into a head scissors down and out.
And look at Steele torquing away, but Morton escapes. He gets a deep arm drag in there. Cagey move from the veteran. And he's back to controlling that arm.
Over too. Look at him. He knows to put that pressure on that arm.
Right back, working the elbow now, and the wrist a little bit, mostly the elbow at this point. But like we've been noting, he's all over it. The shoulder, the elbow, the fingers themselves. Morton is trying to incapacitate that entire arm.
That's right, incapacitate the one arm, and then he knows he's got something there. He can go from there. Once you get a guy hurting, where you take out an arm or a leg. Now
and the veteran's preserving his oxygen here, too. Not only does he have steel compromise, he's laying his weight in, he's breathing nice and slow, keeping that oxygen up. This is veteran wrestling right here.
Right.
Oh, but the power steel is just going to be a tough thing for Morton to overcome. Just an incredibly strong individual. But a nice move from Morton.
And Morton pulls him over by the ears.
Reverses it and sends steel flying. Oh, and another deep arm drag. Morton really on top of his game tonight.
And I tell you right now, he's going to stay on him.
Really utilizing that speed and that agility.
Look at him, he knows.
And it's nice to see a vet that can keep the speed and agility as part of his game. A lot of older guys have to go to more of a power game. They put on weight later in years. Right. They have to go to a slower ground base. Morton, again, you can't say enough good things. The guy's kept himself in fantastic shape, and he's proven it right now in there with Blake Steele.
Right. He's in there against this younger guy that, obviously going to the gym a lot and everything. And let's face it, Mr. Morton is not getting any younger here, but I'm telling you right now, he's been doing this long enough to know how to take advantage. Like they say, he's keeping his breathing right. He's staying in control, making the young guy have to struggle the whole time. Eventually, he's going to wear him out. And I think Morton's going to get the win here.
And really, you can't say enough about Morton preserving that oxygen, which is just key.
It's right. It's crucial in this kind of match when you're going to take on a guy like that.
Oh, he went for the scoop, but no, that back was compromised. But Blake Steele goes for the scoop, and he got all of that, buddy, up and down. And Morton's
got the leg over it. Oh, yeah.
But only a 2 count for the veteran. And this crowd is getting behind Morton.
They're getting behind him and they're chanting rock and roll for him. And he's going to try to get some strength from this as he's been preserving them. And now Blake Steele has realized that the way to get to this guy is to squeeze that chest and squeeze out that. Don't let him get any more oxygen.
The thing he saw the same thing we did, that Morton was preserving that oxygen, and that is exactly what he's trying to stop right here, right now.
That's right. Now he's got the tables have turned, and he knows that that's what he was just doing himself. He's going to give him a taste of his own medicine here.
Squeezing the fuel right out of him.
That's right. Let's rock and roll.
And Morton looking for encouragement from the crowd, and he may need it because Blake Steele is just torquing away, crushing those ribs. Oh, nice move from Morton. Oh, but right back into it.
Look at that, he's got that barrel on him, he's squeezing that oxygen out. Because Blake Steele knows. He was just going through this a little while ago. So now he's all right, I'm gonna turn the tail here and do this to the old man so the old man can't breathe. That's what he's doing.
Looked like Morton had created an opening for just a second and fell right back into the bear hug. And man, oh man, I don't know if he's gonna make it out of this or not.
All that shit and rock and roll isn't helping him get any oxygen.
But you get the encouragement, you get a little adrenaline perhaps. And he's looking for an escape. Got that knee into the midsection twice.
Oh, no!
Oh, but fell right back into another scoop and slam. Morton's in trouble here. And another 2 count from Steele.
Oh, look at that. He's squeezing it out of him. Morton can't breathe now. And I don't care how many times you chant rock and roll to him. That's not putting oxygen in those lungs.
Morton's in trouble. Morton's compromised. Again, he's looking for encouragement from the crowd, but he needs to find more than encouragement. He needs to find the exit door out of this.
Right, he needs to find a way out of this, and I think he's gonna try something here. Look, he's got his arms around him. Now what's he trying to do? Counter squeeze? Oh, there we go. Oh, it popped him right in the head.
Morton, the veteran, finds his escape and now looking for a little offense, and Blake Steele cuts him right off and whips him hard into those turnbuckles. Ooh, but an opportune boot from Morton. Exactly what he needed. Oh, and a big knee. And Blake Steele's in trouble. Ricky Morton, a veteran, with that huge knee right to the temple, absolutely rocked Blake Steele.
This could be devastating to Blake Steele if he's already been on someone.
Wait a minute. What's Lucy Mendez doing out here?
Wait a minute. Lucy Mendez is at ringside. What has she got to say about all of this?
I have no idea. She is showing interest in Morton or
she's
Steele.
She's trying to hook up with Ricky Morton. Wants to know
what'd she do? She just slid something to Blake Steele. She just slid him a foreign object. She's encouraging him to use it.
Oh, he doesn't.
She's trying to recruit Blake Steele. Oh, but he took his eyes off of Morton, and he's in some serious trouble. And look at that, where Morton took it home. Wow. Lucy Mendez distracted Blake Steele.
I don't know that the referee realizes what's going on here.
Wait a minute. He's seeing Ricky Morton with the chain. What's going on here? What's going on here?
He's asking one of the fans if Blake Steele used that chain.
Brian Fox thinks maybe Ricky brought that to the ring. He doesn't realize Mendez slid that in.
No, I think the referee didn't even know that this chain was ever around. And now he's trying to say that somebody used it. Nobody ever used it. Now we just watched it.
Can y'all hear me?
Oh my.
That's what I'm talking about. How y'all doing tonight? Yeah, that's what I'm screaming. You see, you can, not only in this business, but outside this business, there's something that you can do, and it's called making good decisions. And when that lady walked down here, I know sometimes they can really get into your head. Just made a good decision. You don't need to wrestle like that. You're a good wrestler, guys. You gotta go a long way.
There you go.
That's a good show of sportsmanship here in the Proving Ground.
That's right.